Well, let's bring back one of our top stories, and sadly, one of the top stories that has shaken the nation, which is the death of the Group Chief Executive Officer of Access Holdings PLC, Herbert Wigwe, his wife, son, and the former group chairman of the Nigerian Exchange Group, Abimbola Ogunbanjo. And just to remember some of the fond memories of Mr. Herbert Wigwe and his impact in the banking sector, we have joining us investment banker Mukhtar Mohammed. It's good to have you join us on TVC News at 10. Of course, sadly, we're talking about this man that has impacted almost every space in Nigeria, talking about the banking sector, the education sector, of course, youth employment. Talk to us about what you would really miss about him.
Wow, very huge. Somebody I've met, somebody I've listened to and knows about his dream for the financial sector. It's very huge. It's a big loss to the country at a time like this when we are having crises that have to do with our economy. We need a man like him. One thing I'll miss about him is his visionary leadership. He sees beyond what the eyes can see. He sees further than the others could see. He said Access Bank will be one of the largest banks in Nigeria. I mean, they are the second largest bank. They're the first bank to have $1 trillion in profit. They're also the bank with the largest asset base in Nigeria, the bank with the largest branch network in Nigeria. A man that have started acquiring using Access Holding to go into other sector of the economy, not just in Nigeria, but they were already conquering Africa, because Access Holding also was having branches in virtually every part of the continent. It's going to be a huge loss when you think about Herbert Wigwe. You just wonder who could fit that shoe.
Of course, big loss. I know a lot of persons have described him, just like you said, as a visionary leader, talking about what he has done in the financial sector and how he has positioned Access Holdings, a PLC, in Nigeria's financial space. From some of the things he has said, what do you think we should be learning from this man?
A life of purpose. He lives a life of purpose. He believes in his dream. He follows his dream to the latter. There's a saying that's a visionary move with the heart. He has a heart. In an economy like Nigeria, you have to have a heart to be able to succeed. And again, he never had any investment after the show of this country. 90% of his investment is in Nigeria, and about 10% of his investment in Africa. He believes so much in the continent of Africa and believes so much in Nigeria. For me, that's a big takeaway, especially to our youth that always think that you cannot make it in this country unless you invest abroad. He brought those tenacity into investment, a heart for Nigeria. Like you said, he has created an employment. And one thing you must not, people don't know about him, is that he is a workaholic. He is the first to be in the office, the last to go, and the last to sleep. He's a man that we all that knows him, we really missed him.
I think one video that really resonates with me was when he was talking to some persons, I think in Delta State, about the school he was going to, institution he was going to build there. And that video, stays in my memory about how amazing this man is. But I want us to talk about someone else that also is was impactful in the financial sector, which is the group chairman of the Nigerian Exchange, Abimbola Ogunbanjo. Talk to us about what we should know about him. Most of us are just learning about his name at this time.
Well, he's the son of the late boardroom guru, Ogunbanjo. The man passed on sometime last year at the age of 99, Benga Ogunbanjo. And again, he was, like you said, he was the president of the Nigerian Exchange Group. He see the demergerization of the exchange group into becoming a limited, a PLC from a limited liability company. He also worked tirelessly to make sure that the exchange become world-class to attract foreign investors. He also, like I said, he moved the exchange from like a one-man business into a corporate giant, and they are listed in the Nigerian Stock Exchange, and their stock is being traded daily. He was a silent achiever in his own right, doing his own thing in his own space. But again, he will be fondly missed because of the type of the type of drive he brought into the Nigerian exchange group.
Of course, these shoes are too big to fill by anyone in the industry. I must say, investment banker Mukhtar Mohammed, thank you so much for sharing some of these memories with us.
Thank you for having me.